guys, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home, and today I've got another entry in my Is It Worth an Upgrade series where we're going to take a look at older movies that are now coming out on 4K, and they're not always the newest releases. As you know, I can't get every title in for review, and so I'm going to go back through some of the backlog and let you guys know, as lots of you are converting to 4K TVs, projectors, home theaters, and just exploring this format, whether these movies are truly worth an upgrade over your Blu-ray copies. In today's video, we're taking a look at one of the classic movies when it comes to reference quality audio specifically. I remember this being incredible on DVD, awesome on Blu-ray, and really exciting to get on 4K, and it is Black Hawk Down. Awesome audio on the Blu-ray, incredible video, really well done, shot on 35mm, so we're in for a real treat with this 4K release. A new 4K transfer was done in 2019, and I do have the previous Blu-ray Essentials from Columbia Pictures, and I think Sony did these. I'm not entirely sure who did the Blu-ray Essentials. I think it was Sony and Columbia. So I've got the old Blu-ray to compare to. We've got the 4K here. So I actually have some great screen cap comparisons to share. This will give you a good idea of the difference in the video. We'll also talk about the audio upgrade and some of the packaging and special features, but the main focus will be on visuals and audio for this release. So on the Blu-ray release, like I said, this was 35mm, but when it came to Blu-ray, this was one of the early Blu-ray releases because it was so popular with the AV home theater crowd. And the transfer was very good. The video transfer is good. It's 35mm. It has a little bit of grain, but it's actually very detailed and well shot. And it doesn't have as much grain as other 35mm, especially older movies, because it's newer equipment. This movie only came out in 2001, I believe, or 2002. And so it was right towards the end of film transitioning into digital. And so the cameras were just, they're better. Film transfers were better. On the 4K, though, what they did was they did a new 4K digital restoration of that 35mm print. And what we get is a much improved picture, which is probably truer to the way that the director and the cinematographer wanted it to look. The use of HDR here is also very important. You'll see in some of the screen caps that I'm about to show you the big difference in darkness levels, black levels, and grays. It is a much darker picture, but it's more realistic. Skin tones go from being kind of a bright yellow, orange, into a regular pale, typical skin tone. Some of the African soldiers, their skin tones were a little bit off, I thought, on the Blu-ray, a little too light, almost like had a yellow tint to them, as did a lot of the movie. Here, they've improved that a lot. Skin tones all across the board are much better, and there's a lot of better detail with 4K. When you have 35mm going to 4K, you're going to get extra detail with that film. You're going to upgrade on resolution. So there's a lot of better details when it comes to very fine. Even the grain structure is a lot better. But the HDR was, in my opinion, the biggest improvement and what I really like to see on this release. Now I'll show you some of the screen caps. First will come the Blu-ray, then will come the 4K, and I'm not gonna flip back and forth. I'll show you Blu-ray, then 4K, but as I'm talking through those, this is where you'll really notice the difference in the way the HDR makes the picture darker. You're gonna notice these pictures are darker on the 4K than on the Blu-ray, but if you have a quality TV, it's not gonna matter. If you have a really good 4K projector with great color, if you have an OLED or a QLED TV, some sort of quantum dot technology like I have with Samsung, any of the OLEDs, like I said, Sony, LG, I believe Samsung's still only making the QLED, but anything like that where it has really deep blacks, you're going to see a huge improvement. Now, if you have a TV that's not as good, you have a lower end 4K TV, this picture may be too dark for that. So be aware of that. You may actually have to turn some brightness settings up because it's gonna really take full advantage of the black levels. So you can see as I was talking through that, the different screenshots, that gives you a good comparison point of a few different scenes and how the tint really changed from this yellowy orange into more of a blue gray. You know, whether you like that or not, that's kind of personal preference. But I like to think that since it was, you know, the restoration was overseen by people involved with the movie, that that's the way they pictured it. And so it's more true to the original form. Now for audio, something really interesting was the Blu-ray had excellent audio, but what it has is it says it's a PCM 5.1 uncompressed track. And so it's Dolby, it's a Dolby Digital, but it's just a PCM 5.1, which those were on like the very, very, very early Blu-rays. And it's kind of like a predecessor to the DTS HD and other uncompressed lossless formats like that. But it's definitely an older technology. Now on the 4K, we get a Dolby Atmos track, and let me tell you, you guys were 100% right. Everyone who watched my best Atmos track videos and told me I need to check out Black Hawk Down, you nailed it. What an incredible, incredible audio experience. I mean, top to bottom, front to back, this movie just bangs. The subwoofer is pumping, the heights are in full force, surrounds are flying. The immersive sound experience with this is probably as good as any of the other Dolby Atmos movies that I've reviewed. This is probably the best one. It was right up there with, you know, Saving Private Ryan's D-Day scene, but take that and extend it 2 hours. And that's basically what you've got here with Black Hawk Down. It's reference audio all the way around, all the way through. Such an incredible release in that aspect. And so home theater audio enthusiasts, you can't go wrong with this. Your speakers are going to get a workout. Make sure you got good speakers, a good receiver, because you need to take full advantage of this one. It is such a good audio track. Now for packaging, we do get some new artwork here, which I kind of like, although it reminds me of like the Bin Laden raid and Zero Dark 30, that kind of vibe. It's not really a Black Hawk Down vibe. I don't know. I was getting a different vibe from it. Nice slipcover on the inside, same artwork. Sorry about that. 2 Blu-ray discs, and one of them just popped out. But you've got Black Hawk Down on a 4K, Black Hawk Down on Blu-ray, and then there is a Blu-ray bonus disc because it's loaded. This is loaded with special features. So if you like this film, you're going to really enjoy it. It also includes the theatrical and extended versions of the movie. Now looking at the Blu-ray, I don't see anywhere on here that says this has the extended version, and I couldn't find it. And so on the 4K disc, you're getting theatrical and extended, which is nice. Blu-ray only has theatrical. But then some of the special features, you've got 3 audio commentaries, The Essence of Combat, Making Black Hawk Down documentary, the History Channel presents the true story of Black Hawk Down, a PBS Frontline story about the ambush in Mogadishu, 8 deleted and alternate scenes, featurettes on the set designs, Ridley Grams with commentary. I don't know what that is. There's Q&A forums on here. There's a photo album from Jerry Bruckheimer when he was working on Black Hawk Down. Music videos, photo galleries, poster concepts, just crazy, crazy stuff. It's loaded with special features. This has more special features than any 4K release that I've seen, and it has a hell of a lot more in the Blu-ray. So the Blu-ray just has the Essence of Combat featurettes and the 3 audio commentaries. That's all that carries over. So this is packed with stuff. This is one of the best 4K releases that I've seen, hands down. So front to back, top to bottom, this Black Hawk Down 4K is incredible, and it's a must-have if you're a 4K collector. This is 100% worth an upgrade, in my opinion. The video is excellent, reference quality. HDR this is maybe the best usage of HDR and the best argument I have for why HDR is important of any movie, as long as you have a quality TV or display. The audio Atmos track is, again, the best that I've heard. It is absolutely incredible. It is room pounding, sound blasting, awesome. And then the way that they packed this with special features, if you're a fan of this movie, there's absolutely no reason to hang on to the old Blu-ray release. Trade that in, get your $2 or $3 for it, put that towards your 4K, pick this thing up. It is right on the top of the list of the best 4Ks that I've reviewed. It's up there with movies like 2001, A Space Odyssey, Saving Private Ryan, as I said, The Shining, things that I raved about. this may beat some of them out. This is absolutely right into my top 5 best 4K releases, and it's probably fighting for that #1 spot. So yes, 100% worth the upgrade, and it's a no-brainer to go and get rid of that old, outdated Blu-ray release and upgrade here to 4K. So thanks for watching, guys. That's the review, Black Hawk Down 4K. I'll leave a link down in the description if you do want to buy it through my link and you'll help support the channel. Also remember to follow me on Instagram. Check out some of my merchandise. Other links down in the description to Amazon items like home theater, my receivers, my seating, my shelving, anything you see in this room. If you want to own it, buy it through my Amazon links and you support the channel. And other than that, I'll see you guys soon. If you do like this video, please remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you're into Blu-ray and 4K, you're going to really like my channel. So make sure you turn on notifications when new videos go live. Hello to all the new subscribers out there. I will be back soon with more videos. Hope you enjoyed this entry in Is It Worth an Upgrade? And I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.